So, your mom wanted you to lay low, and now you're with us.
And because I wanted to be here.
Then it looks like we pleased everyone. Isn't that novel?
Yep. It's great.
Manifestation.
How do you know literally everyone?
I don't know literally everyone.
Almost. Every time we meet someone, you already know them. Morgan, the Crows, the Wardens, and the Chantry lady with the big hat. Not to mention the Dreadwolf himself.
How is that everyone? You didn't even list 10 people.
It feels like a lot of people.
Lucanis, where is he? Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Please do. I need to hear an actual voice now and then.
Can't imagine why.
I'm starting to dream that I'm a griffin. Squawk.
Keep dreaming. It's good to have goals in life.
The real dream is getting him to take a nap. So what brings you by?
Nice to have a fellow warden on the team. Our paths may not have crossed at Weishaupt, but we have one experience in common.
Ah, the joining.
The moment they handed us a chalice with archdemon blood.
And the moment we took a sip.
What were we thinking?
My head was exploding. You tell me.
I was thinking, what's happening? I'm dead and don't know it.
I did know it, and I was pissed. If I was going to die drinking, why couldn't it be 100-year-old brandy?
The first warden drank it all.
Good times.
Yeah. Though I can't say I've got it all worked out, being a warden.
Feeling lost?
Sometimes I think about the calling. You hear stories about other wardens who've left for theirs. Here, warden. Thanks for your long service. Now enjoy the creepy sound in your head.
But don't worry, that's just an archdemon calling out to Darkspawn.
And before you succumb to that nasty blood you drank way back, how about you spend your final days in the deep roads?
And take a few Darkspawn up while you're at it.
Nice knowing you.
Can't imagine why you'd be feeling lost.
What's the problem with our illustrious leader? Is the first warden always a pain, or is it me?
A bit of both. You know he's all about discipline.
And I'm not?
Well...
Okay, so maybe I like to keep things loose.
And the first warden wants everything lashed down tight. I can see why you might feel a little lost.
Well, I find out we've secretly raised griffins this whole time, and you get to play with them. How did I miss that meeting?
Nothing personal. I only got called in when the Gloomhowlers showed up.
The biggest fight we've ever seen is headed our way, and the Grey Wardens are on the sidelines.
You and I are in the thick of it.
Not exactly the army of legend.
Legend in the making. You go to war with the army you have. Weishaupt will come through. Along with a very noisy griffin who'll squawk the enemy to death.
No armor can withstand that.
Don't encourage him.
Won't happen again. See you two around.
Demon, no further! Isn't standing up to them supposed to work?
Let Lucanus go! Don't make us hurt both of you!
What's going on? Lucanus?
It's not Lucanus, it's the demon. It's taking him over. He's trying to leave.
Smells like jam and brimstone.
Rook, do something!
Spite, stop. You're not taking Lucanus through the Alluvion.
I could, if you'd move.
So you can take him where? Off a cliff, or worse?
How did... Rook? Dash?
You tried to walk through the Alluvion in your sleep.
Spite wanted out.
I need coffee.
You can't just caffeinate your way out of this.
It's hard for Spite to take control when I'm awake, so I try to stay awake.
You can't just stay awake forever. I think that would kill you.
I'll be more careful next time.
We have to make Spite understand that he's endangering you.
He's Spite, not learning. He doesn't listen to anyone. Don't worry about it. This won't happen again. And thanks. trouble. Nice work! Well aimed! They're at range! Must have run aground. Raiders either burn wrecks like these or steal them for parts.
Another question about the crows, Lucanus.
Go ahead.
Do you have any say in your targets?
You want to know if my victims deserved it?
Forgive me, I shouldn't have asked.
Everyone wonders. I've never killed an innocent by my count. I cannot say if yours would agree. Want to take a look behind the waterfall? Might be treasure.
Trouble over there.
On it! Well executed! There you go.
These are the crows that were supposed to be picking up supplies.
They were taken by surprise.
We've a fight ahead. Lucanus, do the implications of your work never trouble you?
Everyone on this team has killed before. I'm hardly unique.
Yes, of course. But in your case, it's a profession, rather than an act of necessity.
I'm not sure the Venatori or the Antam see the distinction as you do.
Seems like you're never far from the water in Ravane, one way or another.
Looks like the Antom got the supplies that were meant for the crows.
We must get the supplies back and deal with those Antam.
Consider it done.
Oh, most impressive, Spite.
Where did he even get that from?
Hey.
I find it extremely interesting, Lucanus, that you consider the point of view of your enemies in battle.
I have to. It's much more difficult to find and kill them otherwise.
Exactly. A utilitarian attitude towards death, and yet you extend empathy to your victims.
Not that much empathy.
Well, enough to wonder how the Venatorian Antam view your actions.
Death comes to everyone, in time. I get paid to deliver it. Like a letter not everyone wants to read.
All together now.
There you go!
There's a fight ahead.
Death is too good. Be ready. Let's finish this! Save a little for the rest of us, Rook. One of the crows. She's alive. A relief to find more than just a body for me. Once.
The Antam kept me alive so they could use me to trick Ravain into sending more supplies. I didn't think anyone was coming.
The Lord sent us. You gave the Antam nothing. Your Talon will be proud.
Thank you for your timely arrival. I'll get the supplies to Treviso and pay back the Antam there.
Clear the path.
Trouble ahead.
Final call. Now's your chance. Get ready. Time to die!
Let me know when you want me with you.
I see we've company.
The Grey Wardens sealed this door. But they might have left us a clue about how to open it. Another of those Fen Harel altars. Someone clearly wanted us to do something with skulls or torches or something. Might be worth looking around.
Sup?
Can I ask you about necromancy, Emric?
Yes, of course.
Why do it?
I'm sorry?
What's the point of bringing back corpses?
Why, all sorts of reasons. To preserve history, to keep faith with our dead.
Antifa's dead don't make deals.
Oh, I don't know.
Hey. Hey. Some for you. Some for you. Hey. Don't be a dick. That was for the little one. Stupid birds.
I wasn't expecting.
What?
I don't know. You with the birds. It's. This is fun.
Oh. Good.
Can I help?
Sometimes I practice with the fire out here. It's safer. No people around. Lots of water.
Is it magic or.
It's not magic. My mother says the Kunari used to be closer to dragons. Something in our blood.
The Antom called you a Dory?
Yeah. Old Kunari word for fire breather. A few like me are born every generation. My mother thinks Adari were meant for something special. She's always looking through the old texts for clues. Come on. Don't want to scare the birds. My mother left the Qun not far from here. She got herself transferred to Kontar from Parvalan. Smuggled me there and then walked out.
I thought Kontar was well fortified. How did she escape with a child?
The Qun isn't a prison. People can leave if they want.
Do you miss living under the Qun?
Not much to miss. I was a baby. My mother misses it. She was an Ashkari back then. A scholar.
Why'd she leave?
Me. There's enough for all of you. Shathan was worried about what the Kunari would do with a fire breather like me.
What would they do?
She said they'd have me put in the Antom, use me as a berserker. The idea scared her enough that she left her library and walked away from the Qun. Hey! Come on. Over here's where I practice.
Why not on the beach?
The birds just ate. Scare them any more than you already did and they'll be crapping everywhere. What the crap is that?
The Antom must be marking their territory.
Not on my beach. Vashvatari! Come on. These banners need to burn. Got it.
Nice. What does it feel like when you breathe fire like that?
It's more like spitting.
Ew.
Something inside my throat opens up and lets stuff mix together. Then there's this rush of heat as I roar it out.
I'm surprised it doesn't hurt your mouth to do that.
It can. One time my tongue got in the way. Got a mouthful of fire.
Ooh, ouch.
Didn't hurt much. My mother has to make food extra spicy so I can taste it.
I guess that's the trade-off of being a fire breather.
It's fine. I smell stuff better than most people.
An on-Tom supply cache. Too bad it's locked up.
Not for long. Watch. I'm on it.
Wow. It burned right through it.
Yeah. Melt some metals, not all.
How'd you figure out which kinds of metals you could melt?
My mother said I went through a lot of spoons as a baby. This way.
More birds to feed?
Something like that. Karash, it's Tosh. I brought food.
Avatosh, it's good you came early. The feather clouds are getting lower. It's going to rain. Who is this with you?
This is Rook. She's a friend.
A friend. All right. Make sure you both dress for rain. Drip rain, not mist rain.
Nice to meet you.
And you.
Karash was a worker caste navigator. Got dragged along with the Antam when they invaded.
They told us it was ordered by the Qun. I was not taught war. I was taught the weather. Red clouds for thunder, gray clouds for rain, green clouds for the devouring storm, and black clouds for the Antam cannons. After what they did in Ventus, I ran away.
I'm sorry the on-Tom did that to you.
I do not have my old life or work, but I remember who I am. The Antam have lost even that.
You saw their banners? They're in the area.
I will not be seen.
Okay. Let me know if they bother you.
I am at peace, Avatosh. I have the clouds to watch and fish to eat.
More than just fish. Here you go. Shathan said to eat the fruit before it spoils.
I like the cookies better.
Everyone likes the cookies better.
I'll eat the fruit. Thank you, Avatosh.
Panahedan. I'll see you soon.
So the dragon hunter has a softer side.
The Qun says you take care of people.
So you're a little Kunari, a little Rivani, and a little dragon?
Yeah?
I get that.
Come on. I should tell my mother how Karash is doing. So how do you get it?
I had to leave my old life behind when I joined the Grey Wardens. Then I had to leave that to help stop Solus. So you take what works from each part, right?
Yeah. I had to take Kunari language classes growing up. I had to learn how to tie these stupid knots. It wasn't so bad when the Kunari and Ravain were at peace. Now the Antam have broken from the Qun and started attacking. People look at me like they're scared I'll switch sides.
That's their loss. People who've only ever been one thing will never know how big the world is.
Yeah? Maybe. Mother, what are you doing here?
You used to call me Tama.
I also used to wet the bed. Want me to start that up again?
I'd rather you didn't. Because she's sleeping in my base, which means I own the bed. I'm actually next on laundry detail.
She always did like the mouthy ones. In truth, Evatosh's tastes are quite varied. although it is uncommon for her to be attracted to men.
Mother.
Perhaps because in some ways, she acts more like a man herself.
Why are you here?
I came to ask Karash about the tablet your group recovered. I wondered if some of the symbols might be used among the Antam.
Be gentle. Don't make him talk about the war.
I see the wisdom of your suggestion. I also see that you used your fire again. Chakra Toebra.
Chakra Toebra.
Remember to keep your consonants crisp. Kunari do not slouch, and neither does our language. Panahedan, Evatash. You did well bringing Karash his food.
Sorry. She's like that.
She's very involved in your life.
Yeah.
It was nice to meet Karash.
Yeah. It was.
Emric, I hope I didn't offend you yesterday.
You mean when you compared my raising the deceased to Antivan puppetry?
I don't understand why you dress up your dead.
To remind us of their stories. We clothe them as they were.
Not to tell the skeletons apart?
That as well, yes.
Sounds like we got that door open.
No, I know. It doesn't make any sense, but it works.
Wouldn't the connection to the lyrium cause...
The veil to rupture? Not if you're careful. Really, really careful.
Rook, good to see you. Belara was telling me about one of the artifacts she calmed. Her manipulation of the Hylic spheres put some circle mages I know to shame.
Oh, that's so nice. Really?
Belara, repairing the Illuvian network alone is worth a thesis.
Have you run into anything like it before?
Not at all. The principles are familiar, but the application, the finesse. Though admittedly, my interests lie more with the spirits. Look to Belara for elven magic expertise.
You were here, what, 5 minutes? And you had that thing fixed?
And it's quite a complex mechanism.
Well, thank you.
That said, I've noticed you working at all hours on that artifact.
Really? I don't think it's all hours.
And you're either the first to wake, or you simply aren't sleeping some nights.
Thank you, Professor, but I'm fine. Mostly.
You don't seem that certain.
Well, when you're in the Fade, there's no sun or moon. So I tend to lose track of time. Just a little bit.
So, you sleep more regularly outside the Fade?
Well, sometimes. Maybe. But we're in Solas's old home. There's so much to learn.
And we've time to learn it. But in order to do that, you must take care of yourself.
Emmerich's right. Relax. Sleep. You'll work better.
I try, then I start to think I should be doing something. Anything. Then it's 3 hours later, and I'm even less relaxed than I was.
Perhaps I can help you.
With what? Relaxing?
Yes, I can teach you some breathing exercises. The ones we show initiates.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you.
Of course. We must look out for one another.
And thank you too, Rook.
Anytime.
Okay, I am going to relax. Right away. But, first, I had another question.
I thought you might.
Manifestation.
You mentioned you don't sleep, Lucanus?
I try not to, even less in Treviso.
But how do you stay awake? What do you do?
I clean my gear, exercise, work on my Orlesian vocabulary. Need.
Wait. The demon of Virantium lurks by night and knits?
What? It's just another kind of blade work. Dexterity training. Besides, good strangling cords cost a fortune these days.
Okay, that's enough. Quiet now. Fine. Who wants a treat?
You know bribery just encourages bad behavior.
It's only a bribe if I had a treat.
Ah, ends justify the means.
A little white lie to quell the riot.
Are you sure it's little to them? And there's your answer.
Come on, guys, give me a break. Rook?
What are we all saying?
Well, it isn't be quiet.
Sorry, that's all I got.
Wait, you can't just leave me with the...
Good luck with that.
Why do you run around in fancy mage clothes?
Because I like them?
You're barely even wearing a shirt.
You fight Anton with a bare midriff.
Everything all right?
We're fine. Just trading fashion tips. So what I wear is a problem for you?
It's not. It's just... Why dress like that? Are you trying to make your mother happy?
Is this about what your mother said on the beach?
No.
What'd she say?
Tasha's mother said that Tash acted more like a man than a woman.
And you feel like you should wear dresses to make her happy?
No. Can you imagine me in a dress? I'd look stupider than I'd look stupid.
You wouldn't look stupid in a dress, if that's what you wanted to wear.
I don't want to wear a fucking dress!
Clear and to the point. So, what do you want? Your mother didn't just make you angry. Something she said got its hooks into you. Why?
It feels... right. When she says I act more like a man. It feels... right. Why does it feel right?
Tosh, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
Ah.
This is stupid. Forget I said anything.
Hey, it's not stupid. I do like being a woman, but if you don't, maybe that's something to think about.
But what does it mean?
It could be about your mother's expectations, or about how it feels to be a woman and Kunari. Or maybe it's being a woman, period.
How would knowing that help? It won't change anything.
Some of my friends in Minrathous talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin. As a man, as a woman. I could see if they'd like to talk. Maybe what they say fits how you're feeling.
Yeah. Okay. And thanks. You do look really pretty.
Oh?
To look at, I'd smudge your makeup.
Thanks for letting me down gently. I'll talk with the Shadow Dragons, if there's anything we can do.
Spirit and eternal.
Yes!
Good. Don't encourage him.
Greetings, Morn Watcher. You are a long ways from Navarra.
Hail to you, child of Valor. As a voice of our lightless shores, I pray your blade may never sunder.
Oh, you honor me. Few remember the old ways.
Welcome to the Hall of Valor. I knew you'd find your way here sooner or later. Your kind always do. Looking to fight? Get yourself in order and head to the entrance. The spirits of the Hall of Valor are honored to welcome Emmerich Volcarnage Volcarin onto Morwatch!
Fantastic, Rook! The Avenging Crow!
Spectacular! We felt the blood spray from way over here. You'll want something with a bit more bite this time, I reckon. Get yourself in order and head to the entrance. The Hall of Valor is pleased to welcome legendary spirit of determination, Spite, and his friend Lucanus Delamorte of the group.
Now's your chance! Break them down!
You can really put on a show. I should charge an entrance fee. Ready for something really spicy? I've got what you need. Get going! Don't keep your fans waiting. We got the idea for this next match from a traveler named Tarmax. Said he used it to challenge shepherds. Spectacular! We felt the blood spray from way over here. I line them up and you keep knocking them down, but I still have some tricks. Get yourself in order and head to the entrance. Come on, place your wager. And remember, anything you aren't prepared to lose.
A solid ground.
You've certainly earned your reputation. All right, this is really starting to annoy me. Once more, and don't you dare hold back. All right, get your ass in there and give us a show. Last time the Hall of Valor was this exciting. We got the silver. You're not gonna wanna miss what comes next.
A fine hit, Lucanus!
And I'm out another 20 gold. Maker, I should stop betting against you. Want to blow off some steam? Get yourself in order and head to the entrance. Hang on to your hats. We've got some new challenges for you today.
You come from Lucanus?
You're a fiend out there. No surprise that Grey Wardens know how to fight.
The ones who don't never last very long.
Oh, I can't wait to see what you've got. All right, get your ass in there and give us a show. Next up, we call them evil cultists. They call themselves the Venatori, but that... fancy name doesn't cover up the stink.
Good work, Rook!
You've certainly earned your reputation. Want to blow off some steam? Get yourself in order and head to the entrance. Grab a cold drink and unbutton those collars, my friends. This next... fight is going to be hot! Spectacular! We felt the blood spray from way over here. Oh, I can't wait to see what you've got. Get going! Don't keep your fans waiting.
The Antams say all Bars are weak. Someone make... Them eat those words!
And I'm out another 20 gold. Maker, I should stop betting against you. Want to blow off some steam? Get going! Don't keep your fans waiting.
Hang on to your hats! We've got some new challengers for you today!
Made that one ready!
You couldn't pay me to step in the pit with you, and... Coming from me, that's quite a compliment. Looking to fight? Oh, come on. I promised the kids a good show.
Trouble.
Well. An echo?
Echo.
This echo made promises and then... Do you think it took them all?
All.
Echo!
Echo.
That's not my voice.
Not your voice.
Who are you?
Are you?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Those statues, they're Chantry sisters.
Depicted singing the chant. What craftsmanship! One can almost hear the verses. A fine hit, Rook!
Nicely done, Rook!
Over there.
Whatever this echo was in the well, I think it possessed them. The more people go near it, the more it gets in their minds.
It offered a way out, then kept them in place. Was it all a game?
That journal mentioned clearing boards from the well. It was sealed away once. Whatever's down there, whatever you did to those people, I won't let you do it again. We're sealing the well.
Sealing.
It's done. No more echo.
For now.
The Voss family? Did you find anything?
There was something in the well. It, got to them.
But we aren't supposed to listen. The stories. But it was sealed.
And so it is again.
When it's safe to go back, I'll bury it even deeper for Ursa. Thank you for letting me know.
Venatori barrier crystals. Whoever came this way didn't want to be followed.
Recently placed, if I'm not mistaken.
What are they doing in the Hosberg wetlands?
How about them?
What's that sound?
I have a feeling we will find out. Trouble ahead. Take them down!
So this is the cursed manor.
It plays the part well.
Lord Gaspin's treasure belongs to the Venatori.
Cannot die!
So they want Lord Gaspin's treasure, but look at this place. It's really still here? What was that?
Another being within the manor's walls.
The manor is supposed to be cursed.
You want to know more? What lies below?
What lies? And what else suddenly thinking about?
A cellar. The longer we're here, the more this being craves our attention.
cellar. Stay on guard. We've got a body. Hasn't been dead long.
More curious. Creatures. Born like moths.
Spirit walks by fixation, an all-consuming obsession.
So the Venatori wanted treasure, but found a sealed demon.
They never learn.
Let's look around. This writing is old. If it was Lord Gaspin, whatever he thought was back here, it wasn't enough. He found a demon, or became the one we met. If the demon was the curse, at least we've kept it away from Lavendel. Once we're done, we can let Bastian know.
Rook! Always good to see people return. Means they're still alive.
We went up to Gaspin Manor.
You did? And the curse? Was it... Did the blight wake it?
Less the blight and more like some Venatori. There was a demon haunting the manor. We stopped it.
Huh. Well, we all knew something wasn't right. And thank you. That's one less evil to worry about.
Be ready. On the job.
We've a fight ahead. Excellent work, Lucanus!
Just say when.
Spectacular, Rook! Chains undone! A fine hit, look!
The wetlands are unsettling, but I guess that's warden life. Spending time in creepy places.
Even Spite's unnerved. I have layers of unease. On the job.
Masterfully done, Rook!
Not bad, Henry.
A solid hit!
Understood.
Must move!
It seems like Please, go on. It seems like a lot of work, making corp...
straight away.
Excellent hit, Rook!
I went sailing with Hilario once. Take away the blight and the boat ended up like that one.
The blight. It snaked its way up the whole building. I'll need a wisp.
It seems like a lot of work, making corpses walk around.
The effort involved varies depending on the deceased.
I meant that it creates work. People to watch the undead, people to build the necropolis, gardeners to tend to the grounds, tailors to make all the fancy clothes for skeletons, jewelers. The grand necropolis. It keeps Navarra afloat, doesn't it? Through wars and blights and disasters.
It's been our bulwark for... Oh, you mean fiscally? Yes, I suppose.
Like Antiva and the crows. You start where we leave off.
And another Fenarel altar.
stick, Rook!
We have company. Death is too good.
Well struck, Rook!
Well executed.
Champion, stay ready.
Targets ahead.
All together! Now's your chance!
Aye, aye, sir. Yes.
Tell your gods we won't be stopped. More essence. It's the trapped spirit from the necropolis.
Is it pride that brought you? Do you think you can
Two demons down. Or two versions of the same demon.
To obtain a unified character across such distances, it may very well be ancient.
Red lyrium is showing up all over the city.
A candle hop. They carry messages through the city.
Talk to Lorelei. She's the boss.
A Grey Warden. Are you all right?
Warden Rook. I'm Vesta.
What happened?
I'm here to help the Shadow Dragons, fighting Darkspawn in the catacombs. There weren't many when we started, but then the others said to run. Get help. We can't leave the Darkspawn if they escape into the city.
Just sit tight. Up there.
Please.
You don't seem fond of Navarra's nobility, Emmerich.
Oh, the demand.
We're losing hirelings.
Now, where were we?
You don't seem fond of Navarra's nobility, Emmerich.
Oh, the demands of the great houses are endless.
Yet, you love all those tombs they build in the Grand Necropolis.
Oh, the gentry are perfectly fine once they've passed on.
Into the hands of necromancers.
Death plays no favorites. Besides, the nobility are much quieter once interred in their crypt palaces.
We have them now!
Ready when you are.
Snipers! There you go! Attack from afar!
Trouble ahead.
Will Fordbrook! Will struck! Will struck, Lucanus! Ready, Rook! I'm ready!
These must be the Darkspawn that attacked Warden Vesta. I still sense more.
Be ready.
Rook! Ready again! Impressive, Rook! Rook, move! Yes, final call! Take this shot! Get back!
Well, that's unnerving. All right. Right. Old magic, forgotten relics. There's a lot left in the catacombs, and the blight's twisting through all of it. An elevator. I can sense more blight where it leads. Do you get the feeling we're being watched when we're in the catacombs?
There's something down here. But then, it's been Rathos. Who knows what's down here?
It's a fight then! Take him down! Leave a little for the rest of us, group!
That's the last of them. We should tell Warden Vesta. Hey, we're back in Docktown proper. Vesta, we got the Darkspawn that attacked you. They won't get into the city.
Thank you. The Wardens will be glad to hear it.
As will the Shadow Dragons. Quillen, by the way. I'll ensure Vesta gets the healing she needs.
Rest well.
That woman. What's happened? What's going on?
My husband, Atticus, he was going to the Snake Nest, said he needed to help a friend, and he never came home. But when I ask inside, they say he never arrived. They're lying. I know it, but...
What's your name?
Sabina.
If we learn anything, we'll let you know. So, the Snake Nest...
I have heard of the place. A dive, but not the worst of them.
It's worth checking out.
Did you get the books? I left them on your desk.
Ah, Lucanus, it's your turn to cook tonight, isn't it?
It is. Did you need something?
If it's possible to make a side dish without meat or seafood in it, perhaps?
I'll make a run to the markets. It won't be a problem. How do you feel about cheese?
I've been known to indulge now and then.
This is it. The Snake Nest. Let's look around, see what we find. This Linus. He must own the Snake Nest. And he knows Atticus. We're looking for someone named Atticus.
Haven't seen anyone.
He was meeting someone here. He disappeared.
Yeah? People do that all over.
Well, I'm still looking into it.
Wasting your time's your business. If you aren't buying a drink, I've got things to do.
I don't think we'll get any answers from him.
Someone burned documents, but they are too charred to read.
We should look outside, search the area. What happened here?
I hope there's more work at the docks tomorrow.
I shouldn't buy something for myself right now, but maybe something small.
Interested in something that glitters? I can help.
You look tired.
Paintings, tapestries,
Baubles,
floor
ornaments,
coverings,
trinkets,
beautify
all
any
handmade.
space. I also sell maps
You understand
for those with wanderers' hearts. The soul must express itself through works of art, don't you think?
Blood. There's a trail. A blood-stained shirt.
No tears in the fabric. The blood didn't belong to the shirt's owner.
Take a look at that. A sick kid. His father thought Atticus could help, but something feels off. All right. That Snake Nest bartender must know something. We need to talk to her. Again. A man named Atticus came to the Snake Nest. We know he was headed here. That your boss, Linus, knows him. We've been to Linus's home.
All right, it's the boss. He's been acting weird since the kid got sick. Urgent meetings, always checking the storage. But you're friends with Nev Gallus, aren't you? Maybe you can do something. I can let you into the storage. It's across the road.
The bar storage. There has to be more here. All this under the boss storage?
No matter. We must press farther.
Linus, the snake nest owner, he made a pact with a demon to save his kid. But the price, it was too high.
Did the demon want blood? Or to feed off the man's desire and desperation?
There's a key. We should see what else is here. How many did he kill? All for a demon. This was Atticus. His locket. We can return it to Sabina. There. Much sturdier than the old one.
Do all the Watchers wear a small fortune in gold?
It's a grave dowry. Mementos to catch the eye or stir the heart.
Don't thieves go after it?
Certainly not in Navarra.
Something's sealed past here.
Something's very wrong. I can feel it.
Into the fray! Let's continue our discussion.
Do all the Watchers wear a small fortune in gold, Emmerich?
It's a grave dowry. Mementos to catch the eye or stir the heart.
Don't thieves go after it?
Certainly not in Navarra. I did encounter bandits in the Anderfels recently, but a few minor shades put them off.
Of course.
care extensive indeed.
How'd that statue get there?
Of the dead! Look, over there.
I heard Nevgalis has been poking around, looking into it.
Sabina.
You're back. But Atticus.
The man who took Atticus's life. He thought it would save his child. But it wasn't right.
Atticus.
If there's anything you need, I have friends here in Minrathous who can help.
I don't know. I need time and to put his name on the wall of light. Thank you. At least for letting me know.
Dogtown's desperate are being targeted, then falling victim to demons. The Snake Nest owner, the people Compassion found. What if it's all the work of the same demon? If we keep up the work in Dogtown, maybe we'll find more. Thank you, guys.
I didn't want to reveal my ignorance earlier, Lucanus, but is that an authentic Rossoletto in Viago's quarters?
He'll be thrilled you noticed.
I used to see an Orlesian woman, an art appraiser. She taught me a few things that summer.
Including why Orlais dips everything in gold.
They seem to reserve their opulence for the living in the South.
Buildings in the Fade, with little holding them together.
Everything in the Fade is magic, a reflection. Don't think of it like the real world.
We have... company.
Every time we destroy a blight growth, I feel like I need a bath.
Like a dream from the depths of the earth.
Another tendril gone. Oh, don't let it get on you.
We've company.
There! Now's your chance! Well aimed!
Trouble over there.
Their own course! Well done!
That's not growing back. So it was you.
You.
Take this shot!
That's for the... Ross family.
Family.
I think it's gone.
Few deaths are more deserved.
We should send word to Ida. No one needs to fear the well anymore. That's not growing back.
Smells like old teeth and burial spices.
Dweller, corruption seeps in. Another revenant?
He ever nearest nor the roots, their teeth, his regrets. Destroy what rises.
That explains the bones. The Revenant's awake. This one's even stronger. Drawing power from the Fate Tag.
And restoring itself. Watch out!
Saving word. A wisp of what was.
They're all
Everyone's...
It's gone. And the Fade Tear too. That'll slow down the gods' plans, at least on this island. Another Fade Tear closed, another Revenant destroyed, and another essence gained. That makes 3 essences. We should start looking for somewhere to use them. More essence. There. That must be why the Revenants were raised, to keep that door sealed. Time to see what the gods are hiding in there. Light up ahead.
Enough blight to drown a man. That's not a good sign.
You can feel it down there. Ready?
If I can stop at this rot, I'm in.
Eyes up, weapons ready. There, it's been feeding on the blight. Destroy it before the corruption eats us alive! We need...
there be no shelter from the dead.
Corruption staunched. The Avenura cease their gnawing. The crossroads heals. A sanctum renewed, dweller, as is needed.
We did it. The dragon must have been the god's final weapon to take the crossroads.
Hopefully, those ungoverned undead may now find some rest.
Let's go.
To other shores.
Emmerich, have I got this right? Manfred's a wisp?
A wisp of curiosity, to be precise.
And this wisp was so curious about our world, it just couldn't wait to come here, animate a body, and serve you tea?
Manfred enjoys boiling the water. He's mesmerized by the steam.
Are you okay, Rook? You look like you could use a nap.
Hey, glad you stopped by. I was gonna grab drinks with the Lords of Fortune at the Hilt. Come along if you want. Get to know the Lords.
Sounds good.
The fires are lit.
You seem at home here. Or is it a front? You know something I don't? So much for a straight answer.
Nev, you don't strike me as an animal person. Well, besides cats, maybe.
Oh, I'm not. Back home, you find a creature bigger than a cat, and it's probably half demonic. Damned if a third of the cats aren't either.
That's nothing like you, is it, Hassan? You might be fluff all the way through. It was a compliment.
Of all the nonsense we've run into, you're what's strange.
Hassan? Really?
There's been a god or two I didn't expect. But bad mages trying to make the world worse, that's not new. I had an uncle who went on about wardens and griffins. Loved the feathered things. They were always the heroes. If we're getting bedtime stories turned real, having griffins in the world again, it's not the one I'd have bet on.
Were you close with your uncle?
I didn't see him much, but yeah, we were. There aren't a lot of mages in my family, and in a city like Minrathous, it always matters. I learned quick who wanted to use me to step up the social ladder. My uncle wasn't one of them. He'd have talked your ear right off, Hassan.
Does this mean you like stories with happily ever afters? You, Nev Gallus.
Think you caught me? Well, maybe I like this one. We better keep you safe. Sing your praises and you still want something? I'll find you a treat if you don't tell Davrin. Have we got a deal?
Hey, Hassan. Between you and me, I think I like her a lot. Yeah.
Listen up. If Davrin finds crumbs, Rook takes the fall.
Falling on it.
An underwater prison? That's still pretty amazing.
Amazing? I suppose it is. Do you think the elves made it? It didn't seem Tevinter.
I think so. I wonder what it was built for. Originally, I mean.
Whatever it was meant for, it's a pit of misery now.
Right.
I've been trying to move stones, but it doesn't always work. Is it me? Is it the fade? I need to practice.
for gold and glory.
Oh, everything here is curse-free. Guaranteed. Go dent some helmets.
So,
I saw the Hivernal flying by with my own eyes, big as the sky, and ready for the lords to come be heroes. We take it down, and the village nearby will eat like kings and love us for it. It had bright red and blue scales. They'll be worth a fortune, even beyond the Horde.
that's not a Hivernal. You saw a Calton's on. And she's acting normal. She's not one of the dragons blighted by the gods. Going after her would get us killed for no good reason.
I'm gonna have to side with the Lords of Fortune's resident dragon expert.
You sure you're not just scared, Tosh?
Fight it if you want. Tell us where to send your stuff after it kills you.
Oh, sorry, Cutter. Tarsh gets final say. We leave the Cultons on alone.
You think I can't fight a dragon just because I don't breathe fire?
You can't fight a dragon because you don't know what you're doing.
Fine. You're the expert.
I guess Cutter's really trying to make a name for himself.
Good way to get killed.
There's rumors of another dragon off to the west. Heard anything, Tarsh?
Yeah. Not sure if it's blighted like the ones that attacked Minrathous and Treviso. But it's killing people in villages near Arlethan Forest. They need help.
Well, that's glory.
It's a fire breather. They always have lairs with a horde.
And there's gold. Tempted yet?
We might be able to spare the time for a dragon hunt.
Can't wait to see what you find. Now, has Tarsh told you about fighting a Gamadon Stormrider in the middle of a typhoon?
Best time to catch him.
Oh, it was glorious, Rook.
Have the vows in the vaults of the Beloved been renewed?
Myrna, we finished clearing out the Vault of the Beloved.
Our thanks. We will arrange a vigil there.
Eternity will resume.
Tell me, Myrna, have you made any progress on locating the basalt hypogeum?
I regret we have not.
How curious for a portion of the necropolis to disappear with such a wrench. I don't understand it.
Have you spoken yet to our visiting greater spirits?
Not yet.
I recommend making yourselves known to them.
They have long aided us from the dark.
How are things here?
Safe under the shield of the bell.
It maintains its watch.
Well met.
You return. We shall meet again.
If you lose control of Spike, I'll have to put you both down. No hard feelings.
Good. But you should know, all the people who ever tried to kill me are dead.
Tosh will have my back. You can't handle both of us.
I once killed half a dozen Venatori while stuck inside an elevator. I'll take my chances.
You've met Strife in Ireland before, right?
Varric and I did. We passed through Arlothan Forest while we were searching for Solus. Strife and Ireland helped us navigate the Fade.
Oh, I heard about that. Spatial anomalies and time loops. I wish I could have seen it.
Varric hated it so much, being outdoors and all. And when the outdoors is upside down and lost in time and you're harassed by spirits wearing your face, well...
Oh, that would be a nightmare for anyone, I think.
Strength earns mastery.
I understand that your mother is quite the scholar, Tash.
Yep.
It must have been wonderful growing up learning from her.
Yeah, it was great.
Did you hear? Darkspawn in Dogtown.
Masked mystery.
We going anywhere? Around.
What's happening to this city? I heard something.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlothan?
Indeed. But today we have a guest, and she needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Adar, the woman who led us all.
How many famous people do you know, Harding? Should I expect the Divine to show up?
She also served in the Inquisition, but we didn't talk much.
Morgan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elgernon and Gillenane.
We've been doing what we can, but I'll be honest. Right now, feels like we're in over our heads.
You've already faced setbacks. You'll face more. Your actions will have consequences.
Have you seen the blight all over Treviso? We know all about consequences.
Such thinking is a trap you can ill afford. Treviso was blighted because of Elgernon and Gillenane, but Minrathous was saved because of you.
I wasn't ready to become the Inquisitor. I wasn't ready to have to choose between helping Templars or mages, or decide the fate of every Grey Warden in southern Thedas. Eventually, when the choices I made caught up with me, I disbanded the Inquisition rather than let it turn into another problem. Maybe someday you'll face the same situation, but I'm asking you not to worry about that future until we have one. Right now, we need you to stop the gods.
All right. I'll do my best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do her best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. She has not been idle while you assembled your team.
If the South is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think you were the only one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morgan helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's Viravus, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The Inquisitor asked to meet you, and I thought it might help you to meet her.
I thought the gods were mostly active up here. It's really that bad in the South?
Elgernon and Gillenane have indeed restricted their activities to the north. But the forces they deployed to the south, the strange new Darkspawn, have spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in history.
Darkspawn have cut through the center of Orlais. Valroyo and Halamsharal are barely holding out. Ferelden would have fallen already if not for help from Orzammar. With Denerim lost, the Fereldans are holding the line at Redcliffe. The Free Marches have the worst of it. Acting Viscount Aveline Valen led the evacuation of Kirkwall. She's taking her people and what's left of her army to help Prince Vale keep Starkhaven.
Maker, we didn't know. My ma...
Don't worry. I called in a favor with the Divine. Your mother's safe with some old friends.
Thank you.
The Inquisition might be gone, but my name still carries some weight. I've used it to get people working together where they can. Again, the South is my problem, not yours, Rook. You stop the gods, and I'll make sure the rest of Thedas doesn't fall to the Blight.
I've been having trouble getting people in authority to listen to us. If you help with some of your political strength...
My political strength? Tevinter hates me. The Venatori helped make sure of that. And while I have a few friends in the Wardens, their leadership hasn't much cared for me since we clashed at Adamant Fortress.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. She brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette. We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solus's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the Veil. To him. Somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
Right now, Solus is giving us the information we need to track down the gods.
Yes, he is a vital source of information and advice, just as he was to the Inquisition before. He is the Dreadwolf, He led a rebellion that lasted centuries. How many alliances do you think he has made and broken?
I considered Solus a friend. I'd hoped to convince him to see reason. It's too late for that now. But still, if this can give you some insight, help you understand him, whatever it turns out to be, I hope that it helps.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you. We should take a break. Head back to the lighthouse for a bit.
Rook, just got word. First Warden's calling everyone back to Weishaupt. Everyone except us, seems like. Guess the First Warden holds a grudge.
Calling Wardens back from all over Thedas is a big step. Did he give any reason why?
Not exactly, but I've heard rumors of a massive Darkspawn horde on the move. Even hearing there's an Archdemon with them.
The other Archdemons are dead. Only Razikale and Lucican live. So which one is it?
No one has a good look yet. Makes it hard to tell. Rook, if the gods have an Archdemon, Warden lore says Archdemons only show up during a blight. Doesn't say anything about elven gods. Seems like the rules have changed, and we're going in blind. We need to know what we're up against.
I'll talk to Solus. See if he knows anything about any of this. Make sure the others are ready to move.
I talked with those Shadow Dragon friends of Nev's about the gender stuff. There's a lot of it. Gender stuff. But it's maybe good.
Well, I'm getting a little worried about Harding, Rook.
You cannot do this, Algernon. You swore that we would give up our commands when this horrific war was over.
Our people need our leadership. If you're unwilling, leave.
Our people must rebuild, and we must help unite them.
So, we did not fight for freedom, but to conquer this land and our own.
We fought to win, and now the Ivanuris are as gods. I do not answer to Mythal's annoying lapdog.
The people are afraid. They must believe in something.
They need strength.
And wisdom.
They need gods who can protect them.
We are not gods. You will learn that.
Every lapdog hides a wolf inside.
That was strange. They were speaking Elven, but I understood it.
I believe we have experienced a memory in each of our native languages.
Not just any memory. One of the Dreadwolves.
And the mages who declared themselves my gods. Well, mine and Davrin's.
That can't be easy, Belara.
It was so mundane. Nothing grand or cosmic. No setting fire to the sun, just talking, politics. I wish they were monsters. Something grand and terrible. Seeing them like that, they're no better than Tevinter nobles.
But no worse, either. They were people. And people can let you down.
All right. What else can we take from this memory?
Elgranon was hungry for power. Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solus, furious at Elganon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mythal. She was keeping the peace.
Mythal and Solus were close. The Inquisition found a temple to Mythal, and there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she sides with Elgranon over him. A betrayal.
It sounded like Solus was loyal to Mythal. What did Elganon call him? Mythal's lapdog? And then she grabs power alongside Elganon instead of standing for her principles. I'd be angry too.
Angry enough to start a rebellion?
That's not how he'd see it. He didn't destroy the world. Elganon did. Solus did what he considered necessary to stop him.
Solus would try to justify what he did, but he'd also blame himself for what happened.
Perhaps these murals aren't simply memories. They're what Solus wishes to forget.
His regrets. That means they're a way to learn his weak points.
Why are we worried about Solus? He's trapped.
Right. But the Dreadwolf was the god of trickery. He's looking for a way out. Bet on it.
Meanwhile, keep your eyes open in the crossroads. If there's a way to restore the rest of these murals, Solus would have kept it in his hideaway. It'd be nice to get inside his head for a change.
There's some very interesting valences in the ether today.
Any luck tracking down your mystery friend?
The Shaperate didn't like me asking about Shaper Valta, or harassing people with talk of dwarven magic.
Damn, that's a disappointment.
Well, I'm not gonna find my answers in Orzammar. My contacts had no idea what I was talking about.
So, what now?
I was thinking, the voice said look to those closest to the stone. What if she never meant Orzammar?
Eh?
There is another great Tig, the original capital of the dwarves, Kalsharak. It was lost during the First Blight, and its people survived in isolation for hundreds of years. They re-emerged, some 20 years ago?
And you think they're close to the stone?
Orzammar can't help. What have I got to lose?
I'm curious about Kalsharak's isolation.
The dwarves took heavy losses during the First Blight. To stop the Darkspawn from overrunning them, they closed off passages in the deep roads. Those that could retreated to Orzammar. Kalsharak was lost. They abandoned the city and its people, sealed them away with the Darkspawn.
There must have been another way. What they did was monstrous.
Can you imagine being trapped, knowing death was coming?
But they didn't die. The rumors...
That the dwarves of Kalsharak had to change to survive? No one's really sure what that means exactly.
When we find them, you can ask. Are you sure Orzammar isn't hiding something?
Pressing them for information would be tricky. I could anger someone important. If Kalsharak doesn't turn out, I can go back to poking at Orzammar. But not before then.
How do we get in touch with these Kalsharak dwarves?
Already working on it. You don't spend 10 years in the Inquisition without making contacts. I should have a meeting set up by the time we're ready to leave.
Abundance.
I can't believe you found the end to my cereal. The poison was inside the ring.
Glad it worked out.
It did. Well, not for the poison drinker, but he'd murdered the neighbor's cat, so for the cats... Anyway, Brooke was right. Happily ever after.
Can't keep the two of you down. And when you don't read the sequels, those endings stick.
There's a sequel? Have you read it?
No, but trust me. Tragedy sells in Marathas. More story? Better chance things go sideways.
Davrin, if there's any advice you can send to Treviso about handling the Blight.
I'll pass it on. Though some details are only for wardens.
Are you serious? You're clinging to your order's secrets now?
It's not about secrecy, Lucanus. When you're resistant to the Blight like we are, wardens can take more risks. Or do you want untrained civilians spreading it further?
Right. I'm sorry.
I mean, I get how you feel. But let's make this better, not worse.